Most expensive buys on Pawnstar's. Hey guys, before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscriber button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Filmtastic. Pawnstar's is an American reality television series, which is produced by Left Field Pictures. Rick Harrison and his family own and run a pawn shop on the Las Vegas Strip. Pawnstar's takes you inside the colorful world of the gold and silver pawn shop, which happens to be a 24-hour business running through 3 generations of the Harrison family, where they experience clashing and camaraderie. In their business, they offer secured loans to people with items of personal property used as collateral. The series became the network's highest-rated show starting in July 2009. Here are the most expensive buys on Pawnstar's. Number 1. The Egyptian Cartonnage Mummy, $30,000. A customer brought an ancient Egyptian mummy mask to the shop. It was a huge item to look at, and as it had so much history, made it even more valuable. When he was inquired to come to the shop and verify if the customer's ancient Egyptian mummy mask was the real deal, it took him a few seconds before knowing that we were looking at the real thing. He put the value around $22,500, but said it was so unique it could go higher to a collector. Corey decided he wanted this piece, and eventually had no choice but to pay the asking price of $30,000 to own it. Number 2. $111,000 plus 200 pounds of silver. After told by his father, one gentleman decided to buy 200 pounds of silver to invest it in the pawn shop to get an exorbitant return. After 12 years of investment, the price of the silver was sky high, so Rick immediately knew he could sell it, and after confirming that the silver is real by drilling in it, he sold it at a very high price of $111,000. Number 3. $95,000 1932 Lincoln Roadster. This vintage convertible was the most attractive thing to Rick, with only one thing in mind: luxury. With its 150 horsepower V12 engine, it was more powerful than most cars of its era. He knew he had to go big to buy this vintage beauty. He gathered around $95,000 in cash, and when he gave it to the owner of this beast, he pushed it back at the counter to Rick to buy $95,000 in gold, so his business was running absolutely incredible. Number 4. $90,000 1961 Gibson SG Les Paul guitar. This custom guitar belonged to American guitarist Mary Ford, who was the wife of the legendary guitarist Les Paul. From 1950 to 1954, Mary and Les wrote for many songs and sold millions of copies. His guitar also changed the sound of rock music due to its solid body. This was already a precious guitar because of its awesomeness, and it became even more valuable because it came directly from Les Paul. This would become Rick's largest guitar buy of his career. After the owner's initial ask of £250,000, Rick did well to convince the owner to buy it in $90,000 because he didn't have that high amount of money. Number 5. $80,000 1922 proof piece high relief dollar. This American coin was one of the rarest in the world, which was bought in the pawn shop by a man who actually won it in a poker game. He believed that it would be worth around $20,000 without any knowledge, but with Rick showing it to one of his experts, he told that this would be worth from $50,000 to $100,000. Only such 10 to 12 coins were left in this world. Rick dealt with the man at $80,000, marking this one of the most expensive buys. Number 6. $60,000 JFK cigar box. When a man came to Rick with one of the most incredible items which had great history, it was a cigar box which was kept on the desk of the president, and it also had some unsmoked cigars in it too. It was a once-in-a-lifetime item that one could get, which obviously attracted Rick, so he had to buy it. He made a deal with him to buy the cigar box for about $60,000, while some previously sold cigar boxes were even sold at $500,000. Number 7. $55,000 Bic Flicks 1961 Fender Stratocaster guitar. The Fender Stratocaster is described as one of the most iconic rock guitars in history. So when legendary Vic Flick, the man who played the guitar on the original James Bond theme, brought his 1961 Fender into the pawn shop, Rick had to make a deal. Flick played this particular guitar on popular recordings for the artists including Tom Jones and the Beatles, so Rick was convinced to buy this guitar in $55,000, making it one of the most expensive buys. That brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.